Hello and welcome to my channel Attila Tarot. In this video we will take a look at what's gonna happen in the United States in the next 5 years, 2026, 2027, 28, 29 and 2030. So we will look at the main themes, the main energies that will impact the country. Obviously I think we can say that the world has been kind of pretty chaotic in the last few years, so I'm just curious if it's gonna change or if it's gonna continue the same way. I already have a video about the US for 2026, so I can kind of recommend you to take a look at that if you haven't had a chance to see it. I also have a reading on Trump as well, what he can expect in 2026. But also I have readings for your zodiac sign, which kind of symbolize, which you can check out what kind of energies you can expect. I have a reading for you for the year, monthly. I also have for each zodiac sign a reading for the next 5 years as well, that I think you can check it out, and you're able to manage your life better knowing what those energies are that will be. I just need a few more seconds to kind of get these last cards out, and we will be ready to go. In the description you can jump to the beginning of this analysis, but now we are actually ready to get started. So we will start with 2026. Again, these are going to be the main themes. So this is your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. So I think this year the US needs to look at the alliances. It needs to look at the partners that it is cooperating with, and I think there's gonna be some tests from that regard in terms of how these partnerships are going. Is the US really committed to these organizations? Is the US committed to its partners? So we will see what other energies come out, but I think that commitment is going to become under test in 2026. We also have here the vigilance. Look for opportunities, keep going, don't quit, make your own luck. The path is lit. So the vigilance is all about being careful, right? It's pretty much Nine of Wands energy. When you've been through a lot, when you kind of had a lot of challenges before, and you're kind of very careful. You're kind of wondering, okay, what's gonna happen, and it can be also that the systems that are focusing on like secret agencies might be very, very important. But also the US needs to look at opportunities with its where their commitment is important. So maybe look at the partners as and the alliances in terms of what kind of opportunities can bring. But also your own luck. It can also symbolize as that the US might be focusing on their own this year. The next card that has a message is the Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups is a card that signifies choices, opportunities, right? So we have here look for opportunities, and the Seven of Cups is really the card that symbolizes opportunities, choices, multiple ways to kind of get going. But with this card, sometimes we see things nicer than what they are. We are not necessarily realistic. So we need to kind of focus on our long-term goals and how these options, opportunities are aligning with it. So I think that's very important. It can indicate elections as well. It might be that it's a sign around that. But we also have here the Ten of Pentacles. So Ten of Pentacles is a very positive card from money and economy perspective. It symbolizes when the economy is thriving, when businesses are going well, like it can be connected to family businesses, it can be connected to general well-being as well. So I think all in all, what I kind of see here, that there's going to be many opportunities for the US to make the economy better. Very important that the US looks at these opportunities realistically and not necessarily overly dreamy, because that's the downfall of the Seven of Cups, that sometimes we are just overly dreamy and we're not assessing things realistically. So that's what I would kind of say for 2026. 2027, what we have here is be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. So whenever this card comes up, I think this is very important for the US to kind of take into consideration, to not sit around and wait and make a first move. It might be with the alliances, it can be kind of any kind of international case. What's really important that, we will see what the other cards are saying, that the US needs to initiate, not just sit around in 2027. We also have the unicorn, unique perspective, miracle worker, money magic, dream come true, art job. So I think the unique perspective of the US will be very important in terms of there's some kind of a dream here that might come to realization for the country. Flying high, I'm kind of getting that. But also, I think it's important for the US to not to sit around, but make a move. Now, interestingly, we do have here the Ten of Pentacles again, which we kind of had it in 2026 as well. So I think that's going to be continuing. Ten of Pentacles is great from the economy, wealth perspective. So I'm kind of getting here that I think probably 2026, 2027 might bring positive changes from the economy point of view. We also have the King of Cups. King of Cups is a card that symbolizes diplomacy, leadership that's coming from the heart and able to balance things, balance chaotic situations. So I think that's going to be very key for the US to be diplomatic, but also kind of represent that unique perspective what the country has and make some first moves as well. Now 2028 going to be an important year for the country because it's going to be the year of the next elections. The Olympics going to be there as well. So what we have here is you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo. This is a card that symbolizes healing, getting better. Maybe the country will go through a healing process in 2028 as well. And I'm just looking up when it's going to be the full moon in Virgo in 2028, which is going to be March 11th. So that might be an important time for the US, March of 2028. But let's see what else we have here. We do have here the service, thriving community, similar goals, do the part, benefits for all, sweet life. So I think what's really important here for the US to kind of go through a healing process and kind of look at themselves as a country as a whole. Obviously, the country has been divided for a long time. So I think it's very important to look at what are the goals for every American citizen and how can they make changes, how can they heal that's going to benefit for all. And I think that's going to bring some very sweet life to everyone. We also have here the Five of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles. So Five of Wands is a card of competition. So it can simply indicate that the Olympic Games will happen in 2028 in Los Angeles. So I think it's going to be a very important aspect for the whole country. And for me, that Five of Wands is pretty much that playful competition. So I think there might be here something around that's going to bring people together, maybe as a community. With that Seven of Pentacles, I think I'm also getting that a lot of work has been going into that in terms of a lot of resources, and I think it's gonna bring some results. It's gonna take a while though to bring the results, because the Seven of Pentacles is a very, very slow moving energy. But maybe I'm getting here that the Olympics gonna be fine. It's gonna bring the results, but maybe not as big of a results as maybe they are hoping. But I think as a community, for the country, it's gonna be a very, very positive. Now also we do have here the Wheel of Fortune. So I think 2028 will bring a change to the country, a change that's gonna help to heal and to kind of more come together as a community and look at everything together. Now this is a positive change, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune kind of like, shows cycles, repetitiveness. But last time I remember when I did a reading for the US for 2024, yes, it was 2024, and the wheel came out, and it was an election year. It indicated there's gonna be change for the country, and there was a change. So I'm kind of predicting here that I think the election in 2028 will bring a change for the US. That I think will bring. I think that year gonna bring the country together, and things are gonna be better and more healing as well. All right, let's see what's going to be the final outcome of the decade for the country. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hype as well. That's an indication that the reading, that you enjoyed the reading, and you're also helping me to grow the channel, to make sure that more people can see it, especially those that are interested in it. And for you, it is only costing a couple of buttons to push. So I hope that you will push those like, subscribe, and hype buttons. And don't forget about the comment section. Let me know where you're watching this video from, and what would you like to see to happen in the US in the next 5 years. So 2029, we do have here the confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. New moon in Leo is going to be in 2029 on August 9th. So that might be an important time. But I think this card simply indicates that the US needs to be confident in terms of the goals, confident in terms of being proud of everything they achieved. And I think to kind of move forward, that confidence, that Leo energy might be important. We also have here gifts, giving and receiving, wealthy donor, retail sales, surprise, windfall, generous. I think this kind of brings back the theme of equal give and take, that Six of Pentacles energy, when everybody is getting the fair share. It can indicate that the economy might be going well in 2029 as well, but also I think what's really important, that everybody is taking their fair share of burdens and wealth as well. Okay, so we also have the Tower. Now the Tower can indicate a big sudden change. It can be connected to disasters, catastrophes, change in government, which kind of you already have it, I think, in 2028. It might be connected to earthquakes. It can be connected to any kind of natural disasters, hurricanes, like obviously the US has hurricanes. It might be, like when you kind of look at it, that I think if there's going to be some kind of a natural disaster, which that's kind of what I'm kind of getting here more with this Tower. I think the US will get a lot of help. I think people will come together and help the country. We also have the Four of Pentacles, which can be connected to being very careful, can be connected to not taking a lot of risk, but also a card of financial stability, but unfortunately it's driven by fear as well. So I think what's really important here, that the US needs to be proud, but not overly confident, right? Because the overly confidence can be a little bit challenging, but also letting go of old structures, right? Because sometimes, like, not sometimes, the Four of Pentacles is when you're kind of trying to hold on to whatever's been before, and the Tower kind of frees ourselves. So I think there's going to be some kind of a major change, let me put it this way, in 2029, that's going to shake up the country. Now let's see what 2030s will be all about. These cards are hard to lift. Okay, so we do have here a win-win outcome is forecast, full moon in Libra. So again, we kind of have this theme of the equal give and take kind of energy, the win-win that kind of comes back with this full moon in Libra. Let me just look it up. When it's going to be in 2030. It's gonna be in just a second. But what's really important here, like, it can be that you need to kind of look at both sides of the scale as well. You need to kind of make sure that everybody is equally benefiting, and that seems to be the most important message that I'm seeing for the last 2 years of the decade. We also have here transition, ending, and beginning, which kind of indicates that there's going to be a major change, a major shift in the country. Where I think healing is definitely coming with that star energy. The star is all about healing, wish fulfillment. So I think I'm getting here that the end of the decade is going to come with a lot of healing. And we also have the Strength card, which symbolizes, again, this energy of confidence and patience and kind of facing the fears. And then I was able, and this Leo energy kind of comes back of leading and being confident. And the full moon in Libra is going to be in May 17th in 2030. So I think that might bring a big change for the country. That's going to bring healing and all in all, and a lot of strength. So that's all I have. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I'll be able to welcome you again.